All things love each other. All nature is oriental toward a thou. All beings that are alive are in communion with each other, the plants, the animals. All beings are fraternally united by the phenomenon of mimesis. There are insects which mimic flowers, and flowers which act like insects, animals which resemble water or rocks or desert, sand or snow, woodland or certain other animals. And thus all beings love each other or feed each other, and all are united in a gigantic process of birth and growth and reproduction and death. In nature, everything undergoes mutation, transformation, and change. Everything embraces, caresses, and kisses. And the laws which rule all animate beings, into which inert nature, too, obeys. For nature, too, is alive and animated by a life that is imperceptible to us, are variants of the one law of love. All physical phenomena are likewise manifestations of the identical phenomenon of love. The cohesion of a snowflake and the explosion of a nova, the lover who embraces his beloved, manifests the same phenomenon of love. Everything in nature seeks to transcend its own limitations, to go beyond the barriers of its individuality, to meet with a thou to which it can give itself, an other into which it can transform itself. The laws of thermodynamics and electrodynamics, the laws of the propulsion of light, and the universal law of gravity are all manifestations of the one law of love. Everything in nature is incomplete, and everything therefore is self-giving and embrace, and all beings are in their innermost essence, and in the deepest mysterious ground of their existence, hunger and thirst for love. Goodness, this is the beautiful, potent vortex town Crestone that truly held my heart, revealed my heart in deeper layers, and I feel that this spot is truly a portal and amplifier of love and connection and magic when one's heart is open to receiving. It will reveal more of the truth that is within through the people, through the land, through the animals, through the beings. Another epic part to the journey? Say what? So here we are going to the Alien Watchtower. And let me tell ya, aliens and Bigfoot are nothing new to this girl, okay? I grew up around bonfires, hearing all the stories from my family. So it was like coming home. This was a place that brought me so much joy, so much life. And I just love this little dude, okay? I just loved him. So I made a friend. Actually, I made a couple friends. And it was super rad because I had the old license plates to my truck and camper from the previous owner. And I wondered why they were with me, why I kept them along. And this was the answer. There was a whole collection of license plates here, and I got to leave mine. So I was super, super stoked about that. I still have yet to share the story, the magic of how this truck and camper came into my life, but I find it really cool that I was able to leave the old license plates here, especially because one of the major conversations that I was having with the previous owner was about Bigfoot and aliens and the supernatural. So I don't think it could have been any more perfect. This really was such a rad spot to visit, just seeing all the different trinkets and objects that people decided to leave. And then the creator's son showing us his own music and sharing stories and photos of activity. It was so fun and interesting for me to be there, especially the story behind this horse. And yeah, especially growing up with these stories, it's almost nostalgic, along with having my own stories that maybe one day I will be brave enough to share.
So we are currently at the Alien Watchtower, and my heart, I don't know how many heart-blasting moments a girl can handle because it has been endless here. The people, the love, the creativity, the sharing, everything is just next level here, and I am just beyond grateful. This has to be one of the best places I have ever been, and it's just magic. It's pure magic in its highest form. Let's go.
In the beginning of this video, I used Ernesto Cardinal's words because they felt like ones that would come from the core of my own heart. They felt like ones that would spill from my pen onto the pages of my journal. And what feels like for a very long time, I have kept in so much of my darkness and my beauty. I have feared my own voice, my own truth, my own story. So I kept it locked inside so deeply, the fear of being seen. I kept it locked away in introspection, in silence, in solitude, in isolation. But God used that. God used that isolation so that I could discern His voice. I could discern that something higher, something more powerful outside of my ego, outside of my self, my sense of self, a false sense of self, was helping me overcome the struggle, the tribulations that took place within my own heart and mind. And He used it. In silence, I overcame my deepest pains, my deepest sorrows, my deepest hurts. And day by day, step by step of following this voice within myself that was calming, peaceful, powerful, fruitful, in devotion, in surrender, I was led. I was led to the right people. I was led to the right environments that have now allowed me to blossom. And sometimes all it takes is one person to fully see you through, for your prayers to be answered, for something to unlock within yourself. And yes, it starts within. But when you give yourself that permission to show up and reveal, to show up and get curious, is when this alchemy, this transformation happens, where love is the answer, where love is the truth. And that's what this trip was for me. That's what Creststone was for me. Through all the synchronicity, through all the conversations, through the tenderness, through the patience, and just the soul recognition, for eyes to actually gaze, for true laughter, for true tears, for true expression without feeling like I needed to hide anymore. I felt so exposed and so free within myself because I feel like I fully stepped into my purpose. That's what this truck and camper has been. is my journey to my purpose. And this is truly just the beginning. This is just the beginning to something so glorious, so fruitful, for a higher reason. Thank you again for watching my video. The truth shall set us free. There's a reason why the promised rainbow comes after the storm. Thank you for being here. Until next time, blessings.